Good morning, Pequot Valley. My name is Kirsten, and I will be covering national news. A Boston police officer's son was sentenced to 20 years in jail for plotting an ISIS-inspired attack on a college. He purchased 4 weapons and a pressure cooker to produce a bomb. Alexander Chicolo was sentenced on Wednesday after he pled guilty in May to terrorism charges. Captain Robert Chicolo alerted the authorities about his own son when his son stated that he was joining an Islamic State group. Now to Lindsay for another national story.
Hi, I'm Lindsay and I will be covering another national news story. Tropical Storm Gordon had made landfall along the Gulf Coast on Tuesday night. Although it was not a hurricane, it had devastating rainfall and wind. Some winds hit 70 miles per hour, resulting in power loss and flooding. A tree landed on a mobile home and killed a young child in Florida. It was not the biggest storm of the season, yet it still was deadly. Hurricane Florence in the Atlantic Ocean is tracking to be the first major hurricane this season. Now to Sarah for international news.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this week around the world, in India, the Supreme Court declared that being gay isn't a crime anymore. India has one of the largest population of gay people, and so after years of battling against harassment and criminalization, the Indian population gathered all together to celebrate and hug one another on the steps of the High Court of Bangalore. And in Mumbai, human rights activists unleashed tons of confetti. Being homosexual in India has been a crime for more than 150 years, but now they can love who they want to. Now to Victoria with local news.
Hi, I'm Vic, and this week I'll be talking about local news. The past couple of days in Lancaster County have been very hot, with humidity making it feel well over 100 degrees. There have been 2 Lancaster County schools that closed early due to the heat and not having air conditioning. In Pequot Valley, the school sports have also been affected by this heat, delaying practices and games. There have also been a large amount of rainfall recently, causing major flooding in Manheim and Mount Joy. There are many people needing to clean up their basements and homes that have been flooded. That's all for local. Now to Kara with politics.
Hi, I'm Kat, and I will be talking to you today about politics. This week in politics, the Senate confirmation hearing for Brett Kavanaugh began. He has been selected by President Trump to potentially be added to the Supreme Court bench. Democrat Nancy Pelosi has said that she does not approve of Kavanaugh and that the Senate should scrutinize him more before holding a vote. Republican Mitch McConnell has said that he believes Kavanaugh will be confirmed, but not by a landslide. If confirmed, he will be on the Supreme Court for life. Although his term can only be for a few decades, he could impact the law of the land for centuries to come.
Hi, I'm Zach, and today in business, I'm going to be talking about Colin Kaepernick's ad with Nike. This topic is controversial because he was credited for starting the flag kneeling protest in the NFL against alleged police brutality. The ad aired in Nike September 5th, stated, "Believe in something even if it means sacrificing everything." Nike's stock is now growing back after initially dropping dramatically, and what seems to be on track to reach their previous level. Now to John with science.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, and I will be talking to you about today's science and tech discoveries. The United Kingdom Aerospace Company, which makes jet engines, has unveiled a concept hybrid electric vehicle that could carry 4 or 5 passengers at speeds of 250 miles per hour. The vehicle would be able to land and take off vertically, and it could be used to transport people or cargo. Several other companies like Uber and Airbus are racing to commercialize flying taxis. Rolls-Royce said its vehicle could be available by the early 2020s. Now to Andrew with sports.
Hi, I'm Andrew, and this week in sports we'll be talking about the U.S. Open. Earlier this week, Rafael Nadal played a match to get into the semifinals of the U.S. Open. The match lasted 4 hours and 49 minutes and ended at 2:22 a.m. the next day, with Nadal winning. Also this week in sports, the NFL kicked off its season with the Eagles playing the Falcons yesterday. In PV sports, tennis went on to win their match 7-0, now being 5-0, and boys soccer is now 2-0, winning their game 9-1. That's all this week for sports, and now on to Mr. T with entertainment.
Hi, I'm Mr. T, and I'll be bringing you this week's entertainment news. Rapper Eminem, aka Slim Shady, surprise released a new album called Kamikaze. This album is projected to hit #1 on the Billboard charts. If this occurs, Eminem will be the first artist in music history to have 8 straight albums hit #1 on the Billboard charts. That's all for this week's news. Have a great week.